As you may have seen, we now have the second industry for the layout. Walthers Cornerstone is the brand of choice. No different than the other HO scale kits you may see. I decided to go with this modern concrete warehouse not only because it's a nice modern era building, but I can also choose what product/material this company actually has. The kind of freight this industry needs is boxcars, so I'll keep that in mind when choosing. I plan on putting the building here where it could be directly next to this siding. Should be able to fit at least 2 to 3 cars. Now it's time to unbox the kit. This kit also does come with a good amount of decals and signs. And of course you do have your semi-confusing instructions. These will be the 2 paints I use for this project. Gray will be the main overall color of the building, and white will be for all the doors. Now I have all the pieces organized, and I'm ready to paint. As always, I choose to spray outside. Someday I do plan on picking up an airbrush, so I won't have to do this. But for now, this is simple and cheap. The same tools will be used to put this all together. So when I do make kits, I do like to spend the beginning time kind of figuring out what pieces need to go where and kind of organizing all my pieces since there are so many. Of course, you could just follow the instructions, it's not too hard of a process. Slowly but surely, things are coming together. Overall build time was about 4 hours, but that doesn't include the next parts of the video, which will be all the smaller details. It's not a whole lot of pieces, but I do want to take my time with these. Here I've already added a couple of lights and the gray door pieces. I also changed out the end piece of track for a larger one. The stairs and railings were also installed. Here's a good view of the back. I do wish there was a little bit more room, but this should be fine. I'll just have to install a fence between the main line and the building for some kind of safety barrier. And the 2 boxcars that are actually pulled up to the side of the building can both be loaded and unloaded at the same time. And if need be, I can also probably put another 3rd boxcar at the end, but that'll have to be switched out with the switcher eventually. Finally, we're down to just these pieces. We also got all the rooftop units complete, and we also got all the transformers built too. I'll still need to detail and paint these more prototypically. These are the little signs. They're just made out of a thicker paper, and all I'll need to glue them is some tacky glue. This side just needs bumpers for now. Using that same country gray, I painted the area over just to make it a little bit less chaotic. This will help me visualize the area a little bit better. There are still some more details to fix up, like the paint in some areas, and there are a few other things. But overall, I'm actually really happy with how this building came out. And what I really like about it is it looks like an actual warehouse that you would actually find in the US. Because if you are unaware, this is a modern day layout. This kit does also come with a lot of extra pieces, and this will allow for a little bit more customization if you would like. And no, I didn't actually miss any pieces. I'll probably use these pieces for some kind of other building in the future. Now it's time for testing the new track plans, and we're also going to have some nice shots of the GP40 doing it. So one thing you may have already noticed is I have a few more little things on the layout. For example, this guy right here. I also got a gas truck to fuel up the yard switchers, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have seen these on other layouts, or you might even own one yourself. Either way, it's a really nice model. I did also pick up a few more utility vehicles, and also a Crown Victoria that you might see in the back. I'll go over them in more detail in the next episode. The final touches I got done this week was getting the dirt done all the way up to the end of the road, and it actually came out really nice. I ended up over gluing it, which actually ended up working in my own favor. I did also add another telephone pole and a couple more stop signs. I'm pretty happy with what we got done this week. We were able to get the entire concrete warehouse built and pretty much fully detailed. Of course, there are still slight things I will do in the future, but we did get a lot done and I'm pretty happy about it. So that's going to be the end of today's episode. If you guys did enjoy, please do like and subscribe if you are not. If you have any questions, please do drop them down in the comments. I usually do try to get to all you guys. And on that note, I will see you guys next week in episode 20.